First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going right, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Play action. It's gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a rope.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On second down, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Goff. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's going to caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bears 21, Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 50, it's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Fields on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
2 for 1.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Gain of 8. That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
DC.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tiger!
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. Cook up the gut. Oh, he shifts past him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Hey, kill!
Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And you can sense the frustration now as they're going to drop him again behind the line. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here we go! Here we go!
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 27. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And in for the Lions. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him instead.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Lions are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Back to throw, Fields. Over the Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he'll just get rid of it. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
This is taken at about the 14. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
17. 17.
Gone. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
We go tonight. Go, 12, go. 5.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from his own 44 here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
We go. Hey, down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Fields now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.